Hey everybody, Richie here. Welcome back to the next installment of turning my old garden shed into this beautiful studio. Today we're going to focus on insulation and drywall and kind of get it ready, paint ready for next time. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you kind of saw last week, hopefully, where we're at. If not, please go back and watch the videos. The playlist is below. Yeah, so we got the outside pretty much done, and now we're going to kind of do some work on the inside. So let me kind of take you inside and show you kind of what's going on. Okay, so first up this morning, that's a beautiful morning. We've got the replacement board for the top here, and that's just been painted and drying a little bit before we kind of nail it up to replace this rotten piece, which is a good timing because it's supposed to be crazy rain tomorrow, all day tomorrow. So this is the last piece really for the outside, and then it's all interior. So see, we've got the R13 insulation is what we're going for. And we've got a few bundles here. I think we need a few more, obviously. But this is going to be pushed in all the studs before we drywall. Again. And it obviously depends on your climate, right? I'm in Central Virginia. It gets a little cold in the winter, but not too crazy. And the summer, it gets up there and hot, humid and stuff. But yeah, if you're in the Midwest or whatever, you probably want to go for a different insulation type. But R13 for here. And only other kind of update, I think I mentioned before, we got the outlets in, 2 down there. And I did change the lights. So I went with... last video you saw I had the 4-inch. They just weren't quite bright enough or big enough for the space, just being like 9.5 foot up in the air. So actually went with a return. We got a 6-inch version. This guy right here. Again, color adjustable. And looking last night, I think I'm going to go with the 5000 rather than the 6500. It's just a shade lighter. It's not like an operating, like a surgery area. It's a little bit easier on the eye, so 5000 is probably what I'm going to go with, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're the 2 lights, and see, just hanging down there for now. It's obviously going to be put up in the drywall and fixed properly, but that's at 65. It's daylight, it's not really see much, but yeah, again, being so high, the 4 inches are a little too small. So I've got a 6-inch there and a 6-inch here, and that should be good enough, hopefully. Again, with a dimmer, so I can dim it down, but I think 5000 is going to be my preferred color choice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So get to work, and I'll check back in later once some of this installation's in. You kind of see the progress. Okay, so a little afternoon update. It's actually beautiful now. I'm actually in a t-shirt. So started with the old R13, and as you can see, step right back in the corner here. We've got one wall done, and this is where the magic happens. This is turning a shed into a livable, finished room. So thickness, see the R13 going in between the studs, pretty simple. And then obviously drywall go on top of that. So I think that's pretty much 1.5 rolls on that wall. And we got the outlets in there and there. And I do like the modern looking outlets, like the square ones. I always change it. Whatever houses I have, I always put the modern ones in, and the older rounder ones. These will be replaced. I'll replace these ones out because they've had power tools in and out for decades. So just switch them out with newer ones. Simple, couple of bucks each, no big problem at all. And as I mentioned, when it comes in here, it will be a GFCI, which I got on Amazon. So ironically, these on Amazon are about $10, whereas it's $25 at Lowe's or Home Depot. So good deal. So that's my little update, and I'll check back in later. Okay, end of the day, quick little update. We got the wood on the top there, looking much better, new piece without that rotten piece of wood. And got the outlets replaced. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I think I mentioned in the previous video, there's quite a lot on this wall here. I was thinking about just getting removing one. I was like, well, you can never have enough outlets. So I left the 3 on there. I think originally the shed, this was where maybe the previous owner had a workbench, his power tools and stuff. So quite a lot of outlets on that wall, but hey, you can never have too many, right? Especially in the world of scale modeling and hobby rooms and stuff. And as you can see, this wall, step back a little bit in the corner. This wall's done in terms of insulation there up that, and we've got 1 piece of drywall up. This was left over from renovating my house, I think from the bathroom, so made use of that one. So 1 sheet's up, and yeah, that's kind of how it's going to be finished. And then, you know, obviously it's going to be mudded, and then seams and stuff, and I'll come and paint it once it's all done. So making good progress. Like I said, that side wall was done. Still plenty of work left to do, and yeah, be a couple of days break here. It's gonna be crazy rain tomorrow, and then I think the person who's doing this will be back on today's Saturday. The guy will be back on Tuesday, and we'll see where we go. I don't think it's gonna be finished on Tuesday. Probably a couple more days of work in terms of, you know, insulating and drywalling. Okay, so actually got some work done Sunday today. Got some like half a day of work in on this, and yeah, making great strides. Now I just realized the past couple of weeks filming this, I always talk about the weather every day. So that must be a very inherent British thing, I guess. But anyway, for the record, it is a rainy day today. So I got the keypad on here. Amazon, like 35 bucks or whatever, which is nice because, as I mentioned before, I don't worry about bringing a key every time I come. I just put the code in, boo, 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 and yeah, it's always gonna be locked, so I don't have to worry about, you know, accidentally leaving it unlocked while I'm in the house and somebody at nighttime coming and stealing my stuff. So keypad on, and big transformations in here. It smells very interesting too, with the insulation's done. So he's actually being smart and marked off where the electrical cables are. But I can zoom right out. You can see we're very insulated in here, and yeah, ready for drywall. So just, oh, ceiling's done. You can see how high the ceiling is. Obviously, it's bulging down a little bit because the drywall needs to go up, but nice high ceiling, and it's going to be a really cool space in here. Did put my order into IKEA to get my furniture because in case it sells out, and that's a pretty significant amount. And yeah, hopefully get in about a week or so. But just panning around here, yeah, we're all insulated, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So exciting times, and yeah, next time we come back, we'll start the drywall, and from there we're pretty much done. Okay, making good progress here. We got that wall done, and you know, working on that one, and this side is done, and starting work a little bit on the ceiling too. So probably about another day and a half work of drywall, and then once it's up, obviously need to tape up the seams and mud it, and yes, the rest of that jazz. But yeah, making good progress. Okay, following day, state of play, and we're making good progress. We're just a sheet short for the corner. So if I pan around slowly, you can kind of see what we've got going on here. Looking pretty good. I've got a piece there to do too. But yeah, got all this stuff done. And also got the duct put in for my spray booth. So it's going to go caddy corner here. Just need to trim this down a little bit, and the hose will plug in and then straight out the wall. All those lacquer fumes and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And I will actually go around the back real quick. You can see right here, through here, this is where it's going to vent out all the bad fumes, and good to go. So yep, that's the state of play. Okay, so we're all drywalled, and you see we're taped up, and two different layers of this joint compound. So did one yesterday, let it dry, did another round of it today. It needs to be obviously all sanded back. Unfortunately, my guy doing this informed me, knocking things over, informed me that he's going early for Christmas, so he's out of town now for 10 days. So unfortunately, it's going to stick like this. He's 95% there, but it's going to stay like this for 10 days until he gets back, which isn't such a bad thing, I guess. I guess silver lining is, at least, you know, with no flooring down and stuff and paint, I can at least, you know, see next couple of weeks, make sure no more leaks. There was a little leak in the door there, which we had to seal up under the jamb. So at least we can make sure it's all tight and stuff, you know, I guess, before we do the decor and finishing touches. So what's left to do for him, really just not much work here, just put those two lights in, and on the bracket, frame the windows, which is a nice bonus because I thought I was doing that, but actually it's including the price. So he's going to do that, save me a job. Frame the windows, going to put GFCI in over there. Some reason that wasn't done, I don't know why. I think he was struggling with the wiring on that one. And obviously sand back all the sand it back, ready for paint. So that's kind of where we're at. So the next clip of this, you know, will be fast forward a couple of weeks, and hopefully seeing this thing, you know, the drywall stage finished and onto the interior. So what I will do is, you know, so we're not stalling too long, I am going to get the mini vac, the mini split, sorry, the HVAC, the air conditioning and heating unit on that wall right here in the middle. Unfortunately, the studs aren't near the tape lines. So what I will do is I can go ahead and prime this using drywall primer. And then use my paint color, just this little patch right here, put the bracket on, mount, and get the HVAC put in. And then it means, once in 10 days time, when it comes back to finish all this, I don't have to worry about taking the thing off the wall and trying to paint behind it or masking it, or that area will be painted already, just a little section. I might even just sand back and paint around the windows here too with the color I'm going with, just make things a little bit easier. Again, I think you're a step ahead, so save on masking and stuff, but we'll see. But at least this little area here, I'll get, this weekend I'll get primed up and then painted, and then get the bracket put on. So that will be featured to keep the continuity going. That the mini split will be in an upcoming video, a different video to this one. This one will just focus on the drywall. But yeah, there we go. So the power of editing. Next clip will be 2 weeks in advance. And as you can see, we're done with the drywall. So a couple of weeks on, been out of town, come back, and it's all been finished. And see, it looks a lot better. The light fixtures are in, and the second coat of all the mud has been applied. Now the mini split obviously has been added. We'll talk about it next week. And going around the room here, looking pretty awesome. We've also got framed in the windows, ready for painting. And this one, and also framed around the door, looking pretty awesome too. And nicely I've made a gap for my flooring, super awesome. And that's where we're at. So looking really awesome, happy how it's looking. Now really just ready for the paint and the flooring. So next week we'll be talking about the mini split and the fiber internet cable, and then the following week after that we'll get into the paint and obviously get this thing primed, painted, and the floor put in. So that's where we're at. Thank you for following as always. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel out, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.